In the 70s, there were no post-school programs for young people with developmental disabilities, and the only service that was really out there was institutionalization. So many families were faced with the fact of sending their child away from their home community. I grew up with a young man with Down syndrome. He was my best friend, and I decided I just couldn't see that happen to my friend. And so I joined together with a group of parents in Washington County to create the Edwards Center.
It was 1972, and the Edwards Center began by serving 6 clients. Dr. Edwards had a vision of utilizing the new concept of normalization to serve people with developmental disabilities.
We each get up every day, we get dressed, we go to work, we enjoy recreating in the community. And normalization sought to guarantee the same quality of life for people with disabilities that those without disabilities experience.
One of the founding parents of the Edwards Center, Shirley Hurl, saw firsthand the difference normalization made in the life of her daughter. In 1975, Lynn Hurl left Oregon's state institution as one of the first residents of the Edwards Center.
What happened? I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. It was just immediately like a wonderful family for the residents as well as the parents and family members. It was the beginning of the rest of those 10 people's lives. This was the first time that in their own resident county they could get the help and assistance for themselves and for the families.
Bart's been attending Edwards Center since 1998. He loves going. Every Friday he wants to know when he can go back to school, as he calls it. He really would be lost without the Edwards Center, I feel, because he wouldn't have anything to do during the day.
It's a wonderful life.
Not only does the Edwards Center provide housing and employment for our clients, we also help them explore their potential in art and music. Professional sculptor and gallery owner Jack Walsh tells his story.
When I moved here to Portland, Oregon, I started working at the Portland Waldorf School and ended up opening up a gallery downtown. And when I was walking to the post office one day, I saw a TriMet bus unloading some of the clients for the Edwards Center. And I walked over and asked if they might be interested in a person coming over to volunteer working with clay with the clients. And they said, yeah, that would be a great idea. Let's give it a try on Monday. So I showed up a couple of years ago, and I've been there ever since. Watching them go from making little patties to making cups and saucers and throwing on the potter's wheel, I think it was probably not only for me but for many other people a real eye-opener that the clients here at the Edwards Center were capable of doing this type of expression.
In 2008, the work of the Edwards Center's artists went on display at an exhibit hosted in Jack's gallery.
One of the most interesting aspects after the exhibit was how many people came up to me and thanked me for bringing these people out, and it really gave them a sense of joy that they were seeing their own lives through the lives of the Edwards Center clients.
Today, the Edwards Center serves over 300 clients. Though we assure that 90 cents of every dollar received is spent on client services, our federal funding is quite restrictive and will not pay for our music, art, and pet therapy programs. Nor do these federal dollars pay for basic necessities like structural maintenance, vehicle expenses, and community outings. To fill these gaps, we partner with businesses and individuals like you who share our vision of normalization for people with developmental disabilities.
My friend David's life has been an encouragement to many others. He had jobs in the community, he lived independently, and his journey was made rich because a center like Edwards Center existed. Keep the legacy of David's life alive by making a contribution to the Edwards Center and the incredible work that we do here. And I ask you to join me in making that happen.